About Aon, who are we and what do we do? We are an international advisor in risk management and an insurance broker. We work worldwide and have 500 offices. 60,000 employees in several countries, in 21 countries. We have 13 offices here in the Netherlands, and we are based here in the headquarter at the headquarter in Rotterdam. We have a department, International People Mobility, and that is the department where the Aon student insurance is handled and serviced from. We have a multilingual student services team. So if you guys have any questions or you want to know something, want to have some advice, you can contact us either by mail, chat, or telephone. We have insured and serviced over 450,000 students in the last decade, and we are a partner of many universities and universities of applied sciences in the Netherlands, but also internationally. Why do you need an insurance in the Netherlands? Why is it so important to take care of your insurance before you come to the Netherlands? Well, first of all, once you are here, you are responsible for your own expenses. So if you don't have an insurance and something happens, you will have to pay out of your own pocket. And those costs can run up quite high. That's why universities and everybody in the Netherlands advise international students to take out an insurance. By law, you are required to have at least a health insurance, and that is because healthcare costs are quite high here in the Netherlands. And if you need to pay for that out of your own pocket, you need to be quite rich. To give you some insight to some costs, how high they are here in the Netherlands. Well, for instance, specialist costs are approximately 110 euros per 10 minutes, and that's only the consult with a specialist, so not even examinations or blood work, which you may need. X-rays begin at approximately 80 euros, depending on the sort of X-ray you need, and scans are starting at approximately 800 euros. Sometimes they're a little bit less, but they can be around 2,000 euros as well. If you are admitted to the hospital for whatever reason, a hospital bed is around 800 euros per night. And an ICU bed, an intensive care unit bed, is around 2,500 euros per night. So quite high and expensive if you are not insured and have to pay that out of your own pocket. But not only for healthcare costs, you need to have a insurance, but also for other unforeseen circumstances. You guys come from countries far away from here, from non-European countries. Well, those are most of the times, yeah, a little bit further away. And in case you need to go back home for an emergency with a family member and you need to buy a plane ticket, if you need to do that, yeah, those costs can be high as well. You know, trying to find a plane ticket will be quite expensive. And if you don't have an insurance, you will have to pay those costs out of your own pocket. But also liability. If you accidentally harm a person or another person's goods, you can be held liable for that, and people can sue you. In case you are held liable, you will have to pay that. A burglary from your student dorm, for instance. If you're not insured and your stuff is stolen, you need to replace it, have to pay it out of your own pocket. So that's why we always recommend, and not only us, but also the universities and universities of applied sciences say, well, take out an insurance, take it out before you leave your home country, because once you set foot on Dutch soil, you are insured. So whatever happens from that moment on is not for your expenses, but will be paid for by the insurance. And then the right insurance advice based on Dutch laws and regulations. Which insurance do you need as a non-EU or non-EEA student? If you are going to do a bachelor, a master's, a PhD, or another study that is longer than 6 months, then you need to take out the Aon full degree insurance. If you are an exchange student and you are going to stay here less than 6 months, then you need to take out the Aon exchange insurance. So that's quite, yeah, easy to understand. Bachelor, master, full degree, exchange, and Aon exchange insurance. But the whole situation changes once you are going to have a part-time job, or you are going to do an internship here in the Netherlands, for which you earn more than the minimum wage. If you are going to have a part-time job for which you pay taxes in the Netherlands and for which you pay a premium for social securities, then you need to take out the Dutch basic healthcare insurance. And that's the mandatory insurance we all have here in the Netherlands. With the Dutch basic healthcare insurance, you are only covered for medical stuff, so for medical help, not for liability, not for repatriation and other coverages. For that, you can take out the Aon top-up insurance. So I will elaborate on that in one of the later slides. And the situation changes also once you are going to do an internship in the Netherlands and you are going to earn more than the Dutch minimum wage, then it's also mandatory to take out the Dutch basic healthcare insurance. And our advice is to take out a top-up insurance as well. Again, I will explain in a later slide why. What I will stress on and focus on is that I cannot tell you enough to oblige by the rules, because if you don't do that, you will be fined here in the Netherlands, especially when you have a part-time job or you're doing an internship. If you don't have the correct insurance, the government will fine you, and the organization who's going to do that is the CAK and the SVB, and they will send you a letter stating that you are not insured as you should be, and you will be fined for several hundred euros. In one of the later slides, I will tell you more about that, but bear that in mind. Very important to take out the mandatory insurance once your situation changes. Then the coverages. What is covered under the full degree insurance and the exchange insurance? The only difference is in medical expenses and in luggage and personal items. Medical expenses are all doctors' fees, medicine which you receive on prescription from a doctor, if you need to be admitted to a hospital, or if you are need an operation, a surgery, because it's medically necessary. Those costs are all covered under the full degree insurance and the exchange insurance. The only difference between the two is that with the full degree insurance, you have full coverage for pre-existing conditions, because you are going to stay here for a longer period, for longer than 6 months at least. And with the exchange insurance, you have coverage for a worsening of a pre-existing condition you already have. So a chronic condition you have, which worsens once you are here in the Netherlands and for which you need treatment. So you are very extensively covered under both packages. For psychotherapy, there is a coverage of 3,000 euros per insurance year. That is for both the packages, for full degree and exchange. Dental coverage, dental costs because of an accident is covered up until 1,250 euros per insurance year, which means that, for instance, you guys are probably going to drive your bicycle, ride your bicycle here in the Netherlands as means of transportation. And each year we see that, students get into accidents, break their teeth, and their teeth need to be changed and renewed, you will receive 1,250 euros for the costs involved. Dental treatment to relieve pain is covered up until 350 euros per year. That is, for instance, you wake up one morning, you have a terrible toothache, and you need to go to a dentist, and you will have coverage up until 350 euros to get your teeth done. And yeah, you will receive that amount if you if the amount is above the 350 euros, you will have to pay the remainder out of your own pocket. Then there is emergency assistance and repatriation that is covered up until 500,000 euros. So in case you need to go back to your home country because of a life-threatening situation with a family member, or even worse, you can do that and you have coverage for that. So accommodation costs will be covered, the flight will be covered, and you will be reimbursed, or our emergency center will book a ticket for you. The same goes for family members you have in your home country or the country you were raised, and there's something, a life-threatening situation with an insured person, so a student, and it's necessary for the family to come over to the Netherlands, then they can do that. And there's a coverage for 7,000 euros for accommodation costs and travel costs. You always need to contact the emergency center before making plans, because they can help you and they can see what is the best way for you to go back home and to be sure that it is covered. But if it's an emergency and if it's a life-threatening situation, please make sure you contact us so we can make arrangements for you. Then we have the liability coverage. Well, that's the cover that, if you accidentally harm another person, or you harm another person, or break another person's belongings, they can hold you liable for that. For instance, you are riding your bicycle again and you bump into a car. That car is parked, you damage the paint of the car, and the owner of the car holds you liable for that because you damaged his car. You will have to pay those costs out of your own pocket if you're not insured for that. In this case, if you have the insurance will pay for that, and you will not be set back any euro. Then there is a luggage and personal items coverage. For full degree students, the luggage and personal items are covered during travel only. And for exchange students, that is covered during the whole exchange. So that's the difference in coverage. Home content, however, is for full degree students fully covered up until 6,000 euros. And the exchange students do not have a home content coverage because they have their own personal belongings, and their luggage is fully covered for the time they are studying or doing their exchange in the Netherlands. Then there is an accident coverage. In case there is an accident and you are permanently disabled, you'll receive a certain amount. And then there's legal assistance covered for both packages. And legal assistance is, for instance, when you are, you're renting a flat or you're renting a room and you pay rent for that, and the sink is not working, the plumbing is not good, and the landlord doesn't want to renew that, and you get into a legal dispute with him or her, and then you can contact us and we will try to help you with those legal issues. That's what legal assistance is for, but also for other stuff. And then the premium, very important. If you are a full-time student, for the full degree insurance, you will pay €1.89 per day which is 56 euros and 70 cents per month. If you are going to have a part-time job in the Netherlands, yeah, we recommend that you take an additional insurance. That's the same insurance, but an additional one. Then you can receive a discount of 55%, and then you will pay 85 cents per day, which is 25 euros and 50 cents. And then you will be covered for additional medical on top of your basic healthcare insurance, and for liability and repatriation and household and travel insurance and all the things I explained about in the previous slide. If you are an exchange student, you pay €1.59 per day, which is 47 euros and 70 cents per day, per month, sorry. And again, if you have a basic healthcare insurance because you have a part-time job or you are doing an internship, then you pay 72 cents per day, which is 21 euros and 60 cents per month. And the same premium is applicable for non-EU and non-EEA interns and trainees. And you pay €1.59, which is 47 euros and 70 cents per month. If you have a Dutch basic healthcare insurance, because you earn more than the Dutch minimum wage, then you get a discount as well, and you pay 21 euros and 60 cents per month. Well, an insurance covers a lot, but not everything, unfortunately. So what is not covered? Damages that are caused by the abuse of substance like drugs and alcohol. So if there is an accident or you cause damage and you used drugs and alcohol, the claim may not be covered. So keep that in mind. Damages that were caused on purpose are not covered. If you lie and you're not honest while filling out the application form, so you actually lied on the application form and there is a claim, then it's not covered. Also not covered are preventive medicine, preventive procedures, and preventive checkups, and over-the-counter medicine. And over-the-counter medicine is medicine that you can buy freely without a prescription, like paracetamol or certain cough syrups, certain painkillers. You can buy them in the drugstore, and you don't need a prescription from a doctor. Those are not covered. And then sports with an increased risk of accidents or injuries. So like, bungee jumping or a survival track. Those have an increased risk of accidents or injury, and those are not covered under the insurance. You can find everything about that in the general conditions of the Aon student insurance. Then, if you are going to do a part-time job or an internship, I already touched on this subject earlier. This is a very important one to understand because as a student in the Netherlands, an international student in the Netherlands, you guys are not allowed to take out the mandatory Dutch basic healthcare insurance because that is only for persons who live in the Netherlands and have the Dutch nationality, or persons who work in the Netherlands, pay taxes, and pay social security premiums. And there things change for you. Once you guys are going to have a part-time job, you are obligated by law to have the Dutch basic healthcare insurance. The same goes for internships. If you earn more than the Dutch minimum wage, then you are also obligated to take out the Dutch basic healthcare insurance. If you don't do that, if you fail to apply for the Dutch basic healthcare insurance, then you will receive a financial penalty from the Dutch government. And that is from two organizations. That's the CAK and the SVB. And the fine is quite high. The first time, 528 euros. It's a lot of money. If you don't answer them or you don't contact them because maybe you don't understand or you want some more information, then they will send you another letter with another fine. And again, boom, 528 euros. And the fines increase. So we've had students who had fines, who ran up fines up until 3,000 euros. And they were obligated to pay those fines. So I cannot stress enough, if you receive a letter from the CAK or the SVB and you don't know what to do with it, please contact a fellow student, a Dutch student, if possible, or go to your university, to the international office or the student office, so that they can help you. And if you are not sure how much the minimum wage in the Netherlands is, you can go to the website government.nl, or you can ask your the organization where you're going to do the part-time job to help you. And the same goes if you're going to do an internship, ask the organization, ask HR to help you out with this. If you don't agree with the CAK and the SVB that you need to take out the Dutch Basic Healthcare Insurance, we recommend that you fill out the WLZ position form. That's a form you can download from the svb.nl. And if you fill that out, they will assess your situation. So they will assess whether you are obligated to take out the Dutch Basic Healthcare Insurance, or that you can keep the Aon student insurance. And if they made the decision is final. So you don't have to worry then anymore. So you have a final decision from the governmental organization, CAK and SVB. Then the premium of the Dutch Basic Healthcare Insurance sits a lot higher than for the Aon student insurance. The premium is approximately 160 euros per month. And then there's a deductible of 385 euros per year. So the first 385 euros you will have to pay out of your own pocket if you go to a doctor. And once that amount is has reached the maximum, you can start to use insurance. For students who have a little income but are obligated to take out the Dutch Basic Healthcare Insurance, they can apply for healthcare allowance. Depending on your situation, a subsidy of a certain amount of euros will be awarded to you for each month that you pay the Dutch Basic Healthcare Insurance. However, it's your own responsibility to apply for a healthcare allowance. We call it zorgtoeslag here in the Netherlands. And we recommend you guys, if you have the Dutch Basic Healthcare Insurance, well, ask somebody to help you to fill out the forms to receive healthcare allowance. If you don't know what to do, again, ask somebody from your university or University of Applied Sciences, or somebody else who can help you with this. Then the healthcare system in the Netherlands. That can be quite different than what you're used to in your own country. Here in the Netherlands, if there's a problem, you do not go directly to the hospital. No, we have a gatekeeper, and the gatekeeper is called the general practitioner, the huisarts. When you arrive in the Netherlands, make sure you find a GP. So when there is a problem, you wake up, you have a tummy ache or whatever, you can contact the GP and you can go there. The GP is always your first point of contact. he or she is the one who will see you and who will assess your situation, and he or she will decide on further actions. The GP is a fully qualified doctor, and as I said, if it's necessary, the GP will give you a referral to go to a specialist in a hospital, and with that referral you can make an appointment with a specialist. Without a referral from a GP, there is no reimbursement from the insurance. So if you go directly to the hospital and you don't have a referral from the GP, you will have to pay those costs yourself. And I think it was the second or the third slide, I showed you what the consult costs are. So make sure you don't go directly to the hospital. Otherwise, you have to pay those costs yourself, and you won't be reimbursed. And one last important thing, when you visit a doctor or a hospital, wat is er aan de hand? Like somebody else is losing control. Hmm? Well, guys, I'm sorry, somebody took control, and I don't know what happened, but we're going to proceed once the presentation is uploaded again. And I'm back. Sorry for that, but I don't know what happened there. Yeah, the healthcare system. It's very important that once you are going to go to a hospital or a doctor, we recommend that you be there, of course, on time, because here in the Netherlands they're quite strict. If you run late and you don't contact them, and you don't show up, then they will charge you. So make sure if you cannot make it, that you give them a call and say, I'm running late, can I reschedule or can I come later? Because otherwise they will, well, as I said, they will charge you a fee, and that's a waste of money. And it's very important to be on time, because most of the times when it's the first time, you need to go to the administration office, and they need to fill out all your personal details, and you will receive a hospital card and things like that. So if it's possible, make sure you are, 30 minutes in advance or something, so that you have time to do those administrative things. But most of all, if you cannot make it, make sure you give them a call. Make sure you let them know that you cannot make it. Aeon student insurance and healthcare providers. Here in the Netherlands, there is a shortage of GPs and healthcare providers. So if your university has cooperations with GPs or other healthcare providers, of course, you can make use of that. Otherwise, you can go to zorgkaart.nl, so you can find a GP in your neighborhood. The other thing to do, well, as I said, is ask your university if they have cooperations. And we have cooperations with a number of healthcare providers as well. Not yet in every city, but we're working hard to establish that database. And you can contact us as well. So if we can help you, we will do so, of course. And what's very important for you guys to know is that Aon provides free choice of healthcare providers. So you don't need to go to somebody we appoint to you. You have free choice as long as um, a healthcare provider that's in the system that is qualified. You can go there and you will be reimbursed by us. And last but not least, Aon Student Insurance is not in the FACOSO system. We have a mandatory insurance, that's the basic healthcare insurance, and you have the private insurances. That is like Aon Student Insurance, but private insurances are not in the system of the public insurances. So if you are at a doctor or you are in a hospital and they say, well, we cannot find you in the system, you can explain that it's a private insurance that is not in the system. Then the application, we do everything online. So if you want to, if you're going to take out the insurance, if you haven't done that yet, do it before you leave your home country, because then you are insured during your trip. And once you set foot on Dutch soil, you do not need a BSN number. So that's the registration you will receive here in City Hall. You don't need that to take out the insurance. We recommend you take out the insurance for the entire duration of your study in the Netherlands, so that you know you are insured, that you don't have to worry about, oh gosh, did I extend the insurance? Or, oh, is it running, running towards its end? Take it out for the whole period. You can pay, by monthly if you want. You don't have to pay everything at once. Some universities apply for their students directly with us. So if they did that, you don't need to apply, of course. And of course, make sure you extend the insurance before it expires, and you will receive 2 or 3 weeks before the expiration date, you will receive a standard email of us stating that your insurance will end at a certain time, and make sure you extend it if you need it longer. Because if you don't extend it and it expires and you're still in the Netherlands and something happens, you are not insured. And that would be a pity if you have paid for a year and then you forget to extend it and something happens. So be aware of that. Payment is flexible with us. You can pay monthly, you can pay per year, or you can pay at once. Depends on what you want. You can pay by automatic deduction. That is that we collect the money from your bank account. Or you can pay by e-invoice, like MasterCard and Visa credit card, or Dutch Ideal Payments, and then you can pay monthly as well. Once you paid, you do not receive a confirmation. Check your online invoices overview in your online account, or check your bank statement there. If it's deducted or if you have paid, then it will show up on that statement. Once you have applied for the insurance, you are obligated to pay the premium. Failing to pay, if you do not pay the premium after several reminders, you will be registered as a defaulter. And being registered as a defaulter is quite a serious business, because that means that you cannot take out any other insurance, because you will be administrated in a Dutch national database, which states you are a defaulter. And you have to bear in mind that it will be difficult to take out another insurance. So make sure you pay your premium on time. And if you cannot make it 1 month, just give us a call, because we are here to help you. And we will find a solution for you to pay a little bit later or to pay in other installments, but we will help you. But don't do nothing, contact us. And if the university applied for your insurance, your payment is done through the university, so you don't have to worry about anything. Managing your insurance. Once you have applied for the Aon student insurance, you will receive all the documents through email. Changes you can manage in your own online portal. If the university again has applied for your insurance, payments and changes are carried out by the universities. And if you need a Dutch basic healthcare insurance, you can also do that through our website. If you have any change of plans, you are here for 4 months and you stop your study because you go back home, you can stop the insurance. You can do that on a daily basis, and the prorated refund is provided. So what you already paid will be reimbursed to you. So for instance, you have paid for 12 months, you are leaving after 6 months, the last 6 months will be reimbursed to you. But make a notice of the fact that you need to stop your insurance. If you know that you are going to leave on a certain date, go online and stop the insurance from that day on, because you cannot stop the insurance with a back date. So if you know today that you need to stop the insurance, don't do it the day after tomorrow, because then you cannot stop it as of today. That's something really important to bear in mind. Well, if you have a claim, you can again go through to your online account, your online portal, or use the online form. Follow the steps, follow the process, and upload your invoice, the original invoice, and we will reimburse you for the money you are applicable to. That's the way it works. It all is done through the website. Oh, then we come to the highlights. Everything I told you in one slide, a recap. The Aon student insurance is for international students studying or doing an internship in the Netherlands. You have worldwide coverage. You do not need to be a SIN number to take out the insurance. The insurance is a medical coverage, including pre-existing conditions or worsening of pre-existing conditions. There's psychological coverage. Psychological consults are covered up to a maximum of 3,000 euros per year. There's a non-medical coverage like liability, repatriation, household, travel insurance, everything in one package. The insurance is fully compliant for visa regulations, except for Switzerland, because they have their own rules and regulations, different than the European Union has. And this insurance is not eligible for healthcare allowance because it's a private insurance. Only the Dutch basic healthcare insurance is eligible for healthcare allowance, that's zorgtoeslag. We are going to do our tour, our yearly tour in August and September. So we are going to be at the information markets or welcome days or registration days of many universities and universities of applied sciences. If you are at one of these universities, please come and visit us. We would love to hear from you. And if you have questions, you can come to us and we will try to help you, or just come and get a goodie from us. Hope to see you there. And then service and contact. If there's a problem or if there's an inquiry or you would like to have some advice, contact us from Monday till Friday from 8:30 till 5:30 via telephone or via email. You can also contact our claims administration. You can go to our frequently asked questions section where you can find lots of details, or you can chat with one of my colleagues. And that's a very quick way to find an answer and have your question answered. Then, are there any questions for now? I will answer. We have 15 minutes approximately to answer some online questions. I already have here, let me see. Kijken. Sihan Iftakar. Can you open your mic? No? Abigail? Kunnen ze hem niet zelf openen?
Hi, Zishan
Hi.
Iftikhar here. Oh, sorry.
Hello?
You can go
Yes.
ahead.
Hello? Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
So Zishan here. I'll
Yes?
just ask my question.
Yes.
So my question is that initially we won't have a Dutch bank account. So
No.
would it be possible to change the mode of payment for the premiums in the middle of the
Yes. Yeah, that's possible. That's
account?
possible. To go to your online account, and there you can make the
Okay.
changes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks. That's it.
Yes, you're welcome. Bye. And then Abu
Bye bye.
Rashid, Afna. Hello, Abu Rashid? Anaf, Vigati?
Hello. Is my
Hello.
voice clear enough? Sorry.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon. I think my name is Fahmi. I'm a future. I'm gonna start my study later at Wageningen University, and
Yes.
from what I know,
Yes.
the insurance is being inside the tuition fee, which right now I already get my insurance card by email, and I
Yes.
plan to go to Netherlands in the next week. Is there any
Yes.
procedure I have to apply or maybe some additional administration
Now
before
you just
going there
have to
to
check which date is on your insurance certificate and if it's already valid.
oh okay. From what I see from the email and the insurance card,
Yeah.
it says that it's valid since 1 August. So if I
Okay,
go
then it's
to
good.
Netherlands in August,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
already active, right?
Then it's okay. Then you are insured.
Okay, all good. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, you're welcome. Bye bye. Orina.
Hi.
Hi.
I have several questions. The first
Yes.
one is there any opportunity for having separate dental insurance from AOIN?
No, that's not possible. No, that's only possible with the Dutch basic healthcare insurance.
Okay. Then the second question is that if I have some previous illnesses, for example, like asthma, do I need to
Yes.
bring to so first question, do I need to start from general practitioner for him to then to direct me to another specialist? Yes, as far as I understand.
Yeah, well, that depends. Are you going to be here as a full degree or
Yes,
as
full
a
degree.
full degree? Okay. What you need to do once you are here, and take some medicine with you for the time being. Once you are here, you go to the GP, and the
Okay.
GP will give you all the insight in what to do, and the GP can also give you, if I'm not wrong, a prescription for medication, but that depends on your personal situation.
Okay.
Otherwise, he or she will refer you to the hospital, to a
Okay.
specialist.
Okay, and do I need to have some kind of translated sworn translations of my previous medical diagnosis or not?
Is it in English?
No, it is not. That is
Okay,
why
no,
I'm
then
asking.
yeah, no, then you need a translation. Yes, yes,
Okay. But in any case, I need some confirmation that I have this disease.
yes, you do, you
Okay.
do.
Okay.
Yes.
And probably the last question is that as far as Redwood has its medical center, does it cooperate with you or not?
I think it does. If it's the medical center of Radboud University, I
Yes.
think they have a cooperation with us. But once you are here, just make sure you contact us and we will give you some more information.
And for general practitioners, you will share the list or we will have it in
No,
our
no,
application?
no. You will have to contact us or ask Radboud because Radboud has several corporations I
Okay.
know of.
Thank you. These
Yes,
are all
you're
the questions from
welcome.
now. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. I
Bye.
see Judith Beenhakker.
Yes, we
Yes,
met before, I think, some time
yes,
ago.
yes,
um, just to be sure, I have
yeah,
several questions.
yeah.
What is the definition of preventive medication?
Preventive checkups and preventive medication, like if you not already have something to take, like for instance the birth well
Birth
not yeah
control.
birth control pill, for instance.
Okay,
That's not
but
covered.
okay. But if I need medication for ADHD, for example, to prevent chaos in my mind, that's considered to be regular medication.
Well, if it's something you already have been diagnosed with, well, if somebody has been diagnosed with it and the doctor prescribes it and it's a full degree student, then it's covered, yes.
Okay. And does the Aon student insurance also have a so-called eigen risico?
No, we do not have an eigen risico, an excess, but we do have inner limits, as we call it. Those are, for instance, we have a maximum insured amounts. Like, for instance, for psychological conditions, it's 3,000 euros. For physiotherapy, it's 500 euros per year. For dental, it's 350 euros per year. So there's no excess, but there are inner limits.
Yes, okay, I understand. And in which situations does the student has to pay for himself first before being reimbursed?
That depends on the GP or the hospital, for instance. If they have had, for instance, blood work, and the hospital wants the student to pay directly, then they need to pay directly and can upload the invoice, within 10 minutes with us, and they will be reimbursed. If
Okay,
there is a cooperation with a GP, then we will reimburse the GP because the GP will send the invoice to us.
okay. But if someone goes to a psychologist, so it's been referred by the GP.
Yeah, then they need to, if they have the invoice, they need to pay the psychologist first, and then they can receive the payment from us, or they can upload the payment, the invoice in their portal, and we will reimburse the psychologist. That depends on
Okay,
the situation. But in those cases, we recommended the student contacts us before they go to the psychologist so we can make an arrangement with the student and how to proceed.
okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Kevin, Tang, Tang?
Oh, hi. This is Kevin.
Hi.
Thanks for the talk.
Yes. Hi, thank you.
So my question would be, would it be possible for us to purchase additional packages to extend the insurance coverage, for example, for some eyesight improvement surgery? Is that possible?
No, that's not possible, unfortunately. No, there is only the Aon student insurance, the packages we have. However, if you would like to have more extensive coverage, you can go to the Aon Expat insurance site and purchase a package there. But those premiums are really high.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So, will those policy cover the surgery that I mentioned?
it depends. I cannot say yes or no because it depends on the situation. And I would recommend you, because it's a very personal question, that you contact us so we can discuss it with you to see what we can do.
Sure. Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome. Bye-bye. Neil Aiden. Asmi. Asmi Adnan Ali.
Oh, can I?
Hi, Mr. Arti. Are you hear me?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Can
Hello.
I help you?
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Yes. Thank you for clear explanation.
Thank
I
you.
just have several questions. First
Yes.
first of all, the GB. How could I know the GB is decided by university or by hospital?
No, the GP is somebody you can either contact yourself or ask the university to help you with that, or you can give us a call and we can see if we have cooperations in the region where you are based.
Okay. And second question is about the unforeseen circumstance.
Yeah.
What do you mean by emergency at home? Such what and
Well,
what the
if there,
insurance will cover?
yeah, well, if there is a life-threatening situation with a family member, your father, mother, brother, sister, grandparents, they are life-threatening ill, or even somebody has perished, then it is possible for you to go back home with the plane, and those costs will be covered by the insurance.
And the process will be then explained to me, or it's easy
The
process?
process, well, the process is quite easy. What you need to do is to contact the emergency number, which is on your policy document, and tell them your policy number, and they will try to help you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Arti.
Yes,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Bye bye. Mohammed Fadil.
Can you hear me?
Hi. Yes, I can hear
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Thank you for the explanation. I want to ask like two questions. First,
Yes.
how if I want to take the internship in the Netherlands?
Yes.
It means I need to have the basic healthcare insurance. Do I need? But I already enrolled for the full degree insurance. Is this mean I need to update my insurance for the number
Yes.
of months I do the internship?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. If you are going to earn more than the Dutch minimum wage here in the Netherlands, then you need to update your insurance. You need to change it from the Aon student insurance to the Dutch basic health care insurance. And once you stop your internship, then you go back to the Aon student insurance.
Oh wait. How if I get the internship but under the minimum wage? Do I still
Then
need to
you
update the?
keep your Aon student insurance.
Oh, okay. So it's about the minimum wage. It's just the minimum wage I need
Exactly.
to. Oh, okay. Okay.
Exactly. Yes.
All right.
That's where
And
it changes.
okay. And if I want to do the internship out of Netherlands, I need to check the requirement for each country.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Correct.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. It's clear. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Abigail?
Yes.
Hi, can I help
Hello.
you?
Yes. Hello.
Hi.
I wanted to ask, where is it? Oh, in case of
Yeah.
emergency, let's say, since you said we had to call the GP for
Yes.
for a referral,
Yeah.
but what if, let's say, it's late at night and the GP like isn't open?
No, there is always
What
a
do we do in
doctor.
that situation?
Yeah, there's always a doctor available in the Netherlands. That's during the evening after 6 o'clock and during the night. Once you are in the Netherlands, you will receive information from your university, what those numbers are and how to proceed. I mean, if it's after hours and that's also during the day, if you think you are having a heart attack or something, or you are in an accident, then you do not go to the GP. Then you contact, then you phone a ambulance and they will send you to the hospital. But if you have a tummy ache or you're just not feeling well, you contact the night doctor and they will ask you some questions, and if necessary they will ask you to come.
Okay. I have more questions.
Yeah.
If I buy or pay for the insurance now, can I do so before having my own Dutch bank account?
Yes, because you can pay with a credit card.
You can pay with credit. Yeah. Okay. This is my last question.
Yeah.
I just want to know how long the switching insurance process usually takes. So let's say when applying for jobs, do we
Yeah.
wait to be accepted and then switch it, or do we have to already think about switching it before applying to jobs?
No, before once you know you are going to be accepted for a job, then you start a procedure for changing, because it takes approximately 4 weeks to change an insurance. And then you are, once you have the job, then you are insured through the Dutch basic healthcare insurance, and you have the correct insurance.
Okay.
But let's say you got accepted in a new job quicker than that,
Sorry,
like in a
in a
Well, what if it's you get accepted to a newer job, let's say that's above minimum wage, less
yeah.
than 4 weeks? What do we do then?
Then it's the same procedure. Then you keep this insurance for a certain amount of time. You start the application, and once the application is final, you stop this insurance.
Also, as long as we've applied for the new insurance,
Yeah.
they won't fine us?
No,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
As long as you have applied, you won't be fined. No, because
Okay.
then you are already in the system.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Okay, you're
Yes, thank you.
welcome. Bye
Yes, thank
bye.
you.
Emmanuel, Dersel, Mickey.
Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for your nice presentation. I have
Thank
one
you.
question.
Yes.
If I take a part-time job during my studies, will I be required to switch from student insurance to Dutch basic health insurance, or do I have both the student and the Dutch basic health insurance?
That depends if you are going to earn more than the Dutch minimum wage. So if you earn more than the minimum salary here in the Netherlands, then you need to take out the Dutch basic healthcare insurance. If you earn less, then you can keep your Aon student insurance.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Raima?
Hi, thank you so much.
Hi.
I just have a quick question regarding
Yeah.
coverage. For the standard full degree insurance, does that cover any vision or eyesight? Say I have like glasses and I need to purchase contacts.
Yeah, no, you don't. That's not covered under the insurance. But for everybody in this webinar, we have here in the Netherlands, we have the opticians, and they have, always very good deals that you pay for one spectacle and you get 3 spectacles. It's most of the times it's even more expensive to take out an insurance for that than that you make use of the sale items they have, or the items they put in to promote certain things. So spectacles and things like that are not so expensive because they always have good deals here in the Netherlands.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Alyssa?
So I'm wondering, is there any case in which you'd recommend additional insurance, like not through Aon?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Would you ever recommend getting additional insurance that's not through Aon?
Additional
Like
insurance
for
not through Aon. Well, there probably
cover
is,
specialists and such?
but I don't know though. So I would
Mhm.
recommend Aon because I know we have the best coverages, and we are the ones who insure almost all international students here in the Netherlands, and are a partner of many universities and universities of applied sciences. So if you want to know that, I would say, yeah, Google that.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, bye. Then the last question, because it's been already 3 o'clock. Reza,
Sorry, I was in the last position.
and your
In
name
the
is Maria?
the second position. Maria Paula. Yes.
Maria
yes.
Paula, sorry. Yes, sorry. Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. Good afternoon. I want to know if I go with my husband during my study period, how can I include my husband in the insurance?
What you need to do is apply for a separate policy. First, apply for yourself, and then apply separately for your husband. And in the advisory module on the website, we will ask if you are a student, or if you are a third year student, PhD, or if you are a partner or child. And then you tick off partner, and then the system will lead you through applying for your husband.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, you're welcome. Bye-bye. And then really the last one, Matthew.
Can you hear me?
Hi, actually,
Yeah,
you called
hi.
Reza.
Sorry?
Sorry.
You called Reza, previous one, actually. But Maria, I started to talk.
Oh, okay. Well,
Sorry?
you can go, and
Yeah,
then I will
sorry.
go to
I'm
Maria.
sorry about that. Okay, thank you. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sure.
Okay, thank you. Actually, I wanna know that how I can understand my university actually want to insure me, or I should do that by myself. I'm
From which
going to actually
university are you? Sorry?
Twente.
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 No, you have to do it yourself. If you're from Twente, you have to do it yourself.
Uh-huh. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome. Bye-bye. And then the real last one, Maria Morales. I already had that
Oh,
one.
I think Maria was
Yes,
long
It was
yes,
already
I
there.
already said.
Sorry. Yes, you already. The really last one, Metfi, then, because I already started with Metfi.
Okay, yeah, I only have one question, which
Yes.
is I know that majority of us are about 18, 19.
Yes.
And the last dentist I went to, they said that I must remove wisdom teeth pretty time
Yeah.
soon, like the majority of people here as well. So does it cover under pain relief, or does that fall under emergency since it's mandatory?
It's not pain relief, and it's not accident. It depends on the situation, because if it is something you need to do because of the doctor what the doctor said in your home country, the
Indiana.
best the best thing for you to do is, once you are here in the Netherlands, contact us because we need some more information, and then we can give you the right advice about that.
Sure, but like generally, would that be covered in the case that it's mandatory?
Generally not.
Generally not. Okay, thank you.
No. Yes, you're welcome. Bye. Well, everybody, I would like to thank you for visiting this webinar. I hope it gave you some insights into the insurance, about how it works here in the Netherlands, and if you have any questions, again, just contact us. We will send a video of this webinar at the end of this week, or maybe at the beginning of next week. And I would advise you to purchase an insurance if you don't already have done that. And on behalf of Aon, I would like to wish you lots of success here in the Netherlands. Don't forget to enjoy it. And come and visit us at the welcome days or the information markets if you are going to be there. Have a nice evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. And once again, thank you and have a good day. Lots of success here in the Netherlands. Bye.